Yom ze mechubad mikol yamim, kivo shavasur alamim. In the Weinstock home growing up, sometimes we would sing more Zmirot, sometimes we would sing less. If we were coming back from an NCSY Shabbaton, we would sing more. If we were tired, maybe we would sing less. But we would always sing Karibon Friday night and Yom Ze Mechubad Shabbos morning. Yom Ze Mechubad, the author, is unknown. We only know that his name, as spelled out by the acrostic of the first letter of each stanza, was Yisrael. Other than that, we don't know anything about him. And the Zemer, the song, is all about the importance of Shabbos, the beauty of Shabbos, the way that Shabbos demonstrates the uniqueness of the Jewish people. Let me go through briefly a synopsis of each of the stanzas. First stanza talks about the cessation of work, the Isser Malacha, Sheshet Yamim Tasem Malachtecha, 6 days you do work, on the seventh day we rest. Just resting alone, doing nothing, sitting in a room and doing nothing on Shabbos, it can be an acknowledgement of Shmirat Shabbat, right? Not doing labor, not doing malacha. But that's not enough, right? Rishon hu l'mikroi kodesh. It's not really enough just to do nothing on Shabbos, just to rest, but we have to proactively sanctify Shabbos. Not just shamor, as we say, but also zachor, also remembering in an affirmative fashion Shabbos, making kiddush. Al kain kol ish b'yeno yikadesh. We make kiddush. We give a toast to God. Friday night, Shabbos morning, we lift up a cup of wine and recognize that today is unique, that the day of Shabbos is sanctified because Hashem sanctified it, and we feel fortunate to be able to sanctify the day as well because of the sanctity of the Kedusha that's within each one of us, which is an idea that's coming up a little bit later in the Zemer. Not only do we make Kiddush, not only do we ritually, in a spiritual way, make Shabbos unique and distinct from the other 6 days of the week, but also Echol Mashmanim, Shetei Mamtakim. It's a mitzvah to enjoy oneself with Epicurean pleasures. Right? You should eat, you should drink. What do you like to eat? That's what you should have on Shabbos. In the Weinstock home, we have soda once a week on Shabbos. It's a Shabbos treat. Shtei mamtakim, drink something that's sweet. Make it a unique day, not only in the spiritual realm, but in the physical luxury realm as well. You're going to enjoy yourself, do it in the context of Shabbos. There's no mitzvah of simcha per se, of joy like we do on the holidays, on the Yomim Tovim, the Regalim, but there is an idea of oneg Shabbat. Enjoying ourselves is an important element. It's a way in which both our physical entities and our spiritual entities meld together in order to celebrate the greatness of Shabbos. The next stanza says, as you're enjoying yourself, never forget that it can't just be a sudat kreso, as the Talmud talks about. It can't just be feeding your belly. How do you demonstrate this? You show that it is an ode to God by making brachot before we eat, netilat yadayim, hamotzi, after we eat, achalta, savata, berachta. We have to bless Hashem. We have to recognize that all of what we enjoy is a way of bringing godliness into our lives and into the world. And then we realize that it's not just us that have the ability to testify to God's presence in the universe. Shemayim Esaprim Kavodo, the last stanza of Yom Ze Mechubad, the heavens sanctify and give praise to God's honor. Gam Aretz Malachasto, the entire world is filled with God's kindness. You know how we can appreciate God's role in the world, God's presence all the time? Look around us. Look around us, look at nature, look at everything that comes our way, look at the advances in science, look at innovation and technology, look at the vastness and the complexity of the world around us in the cosmos and on the microorganism level. It's really an incredible, breathtaking world that we live in, and it testifies that there is a creator to that world. Lastly, to think about the refrain, Yom Zeh Mechubad Mikol Yamim Kivo Shavat Sur Olamim. This day is honored above all others. There's Kavod Shabbat. We honor Shabbos, the way we dress, the way we set our table, the way that it's a special day each and every week. And why do we make it special? Kivo Shavat Sur Olamim. God rested on the seventh day. Sur Olamim. We refer to God, Hashem, as He who formed the world. Sur, we sometimes think it's Tzur Yisrael, the rock of Israel. Tzur Mishalo, or Ma'ot Tzur. But here, Kivo Shavat Tzur Olamim, it could mean that he's the foundation of the universe. It also means that he created the universe. Tzur, like Litzayer, to create, to draw, to form. As Chana, the mother of Shmuel, in her famous Tfilat Chana in Shmuel Aleph says, Ki ein Tzur Kelokenu. There is no rock foundation quite like God. God is the initial rock and creator of the entire universe. But the Gemara in Brachot beautifully says, we can read it not only as Ein Tzur Kelokenu, but also Ein Sayar Kelokenu. There is no illustrator of our lives. There is no painter of the universe. There is no one who provides the color and texture of our lives greater than God. And there's no day in the week better to appreciate the color, the vibrance of life, the vibrance of living a life in recognition of and with God in our lives than on Shabbat.